Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to California Raceway Video. Your host here, Mike Mosher, the race doctor, along with my partner, Jeff Christensen, and a whole lot of cars in the pits tonight. Late models in big count. Also the California Dwarfs, the Hobby Stocks, and the IMCA Modifieds. Beautiful race last weekend with the late model division. The points chased back just a little bit. The prior leader, Ryan Cole, was up spanking some booty. But new points leader in the number 32C, Chad Reichenbach. Chad, how you doing?
Good, Mike. How you doing?
Good. Nice to see you here. I tell you what, slim 4 points, but all the same, you still come in with the points lead here tonight in this Economy Inn Special Big A Auto Parts car. What do you got in store for us here tonight, Chad?
Well, basically the same thing. The points right now, we just want to keep up there, stay in the top, 5 every week. And we got a long season ahead of us, and right now we feel fortunate to have the points lead. We're surprised we haven't won a race yet. That's what we really need to do, is start winning some races. But the car's awesome, the car's fast, and the crew and the guys are just awesome. I mean, they take care of the car every week.
I'll tell you what, a little different, of course, last week's track in early preparation, pretty wet and sloppy. Noting the track here tonight, it looks rather dry. We're looking at about 85 degrees. I believe it reached somewhere around 90 today. We've got about a 15-mile-an-hour wind coming out of the northwest. That have a tendency to dry the track down. What changes do you do compared to a dry and wet track?
Well, yeah, it does have a tendency to dry it up, especially the wind. It has more of a bearing than the sun does. That's what I like. I like it to dry out. I think it's more of a driver's track, and it makes more grooves for racing. We'll make a lot of changes. Stagger change. We'll make some shocks and spring changes, and a little bit of adjustment on our floor link and our panner bar. Some stuff that will work with GRT, and some good ideas that work really well in the car.
I'll tell you what, you've been knocking on that door every week. Now you're in the points lead, that coveted lead. Now you got your work cut out for you, because now you got to hang on to it and try to spread that out a little bit. Ryan Cole's pretty much been a dominant force in the A division. What division of the late model are you running?
Well, we're in the A division too. Yeah, he's won some races, and Mike's won some races. We had 2 races that we thought were ours, we would have won, and bad luck struck. It's just been a luck thing for us. We've been right there. We've had 2 fast times we've set so far this year. And like I said, I think there was 2 races we had won, and just something small happened, just little on-track incidences. Even last week, we thought we could have won. We came from the back, and the car's good. We're fine. We're just doing our same thing week in, week out.
Well, that's excellent. I tell you what, we wish you the very best in this Economy Inns, Big A Auto Parts, post late model for you here tonight. Go out and have some fun, and we'll see you in the winner's circle.
You bet. We'll be there tonight.
Chad Reichenbach, the number 32C. Chad, kick some booty.
We will. Thanks.
All right, bro. Step back and take a pan at this car. In the pits right now with the 1996 track champion out of the modified streets, number 5, Ray Nolan. Ray, how you doing?
Pretty good.
I tell you what, looking back in the past here, you had a 1 in a billion shot, if you will. You came out at turn 4 during the main event. Your right rear tire came off. It ambled up toward the crash wall, came back down, and remounted itself on the rim. Did you even know that happened?
No, I didn't know until after the races that night.
I tell you what, an unbelievable feat. When was it when you first heard that tire come off and went back on?
Well, some of the people in the stands told me, and I really didn't believe it until I seen it.
And was that tire still usable? Did you put a tube in it and use it again, or was it pretty well thrashed?
It was junk.
Junk. Well, I tell you what, Ray, you definitely made history. If nothing else, you won the track championship in 1996. Brought us a lot of good thrills and laughs. We wish you the best for 1997.
Thank you.
All right. I'll tell you what, hook up with me later, you can film me painting on that one car. as they come through looking for the green. And Tim Gleave with a good jump start. Now look at the Herrick 3 abreast into turn 1. Look out, mama. Holy Moses. Gleave comes out of turn 2, your leader, but here comes the 0-4 of Chad Henry. Herrick on the high side. Gleave makes contact. Herrick up to second, and here comes Lloyd Clara, the number 12 car, running third. Top 3 will go to the main. Chad Henry, Roger Herrick, and Lloyd Clower, your front 3 runners. Two down, 6 to go. Lloyd Clower working out of turn 2 in the white number 12. On the back bumper of Roger Herrick. Oh, Clower pushes hard into turn 3, up high in the marbles. Meanwhile, up front, your leader, Chad Henry, a good 4-car lengths advantage. The number 21 car, Frank Molthen, running 4th. Clower up high. Oh, just barely misses the wall, turn 4 action. Dan Ferris high into turn 2. Your leader, Chad Henry. Roger Herrick now starting to reel Henry in white flag action. Checkered coming out this time by your winner, Chad Henry. Finishing up second, Roger Herrick. Third and final qualifier, the number 12 of Lloyd Clower. Henry and Herrick goes to the main event. All others will be relegated to a semi. We go green.
Terry Brewer with a good jump into turn 1.
Brewer trying that high side on the 4th Nolan to try and work his way up through the ranks here at Bakersfield Speedway. Ray Nolan Jr. into turn 3 they go. Whoa, Nolan gets a little squirrely. Up on the berm he goes. Brady Bell almost kisses the wall but gets out of there unscathed. Nolan goes to the rear of the field, but Terry Brewer leads the first lap, and he is out front by about 3.5 car lengths over killer Keith Hazlitt. Brady Bell trying the outside on Hazlitt into turn 3. Well, there must be some traction way up high in turns 3 and 4 as Brady Bell powers down the front straightaway. Wow.
What a move by Scotty Pruitt as he drops down low into turn 2, up into third now. And here comes the Kiwi, Brian Reed in the 15 car, up high above Chairman Jerry Horlacher.
So contact between Brady Bell and 83 of Terry Brewer. Brady Bell is on a mission to get to the front there. Brady Bell trying that high side. Here he goes into turn 3, drives it deep into turn 3. Into turn 4 they go, but Brewer still holds the line and almost a power move. Now we're making it a 3-car battle into turns 1 and 2. Check it out on the high side. Brady Bell in third, but a very close third to Scott Pruitt. Into turn 3 they go. They're almost side by side. He's got a fender on him, keeping those RPMs up as the white flag flies. 2 of them passing. Pruitt moves into second as a right rear flat on Terry Brewer puts him into the pits. The 54 Brady Bell assumes the lead. Scott Pruitt moves into second position.
And on the transfer position, the number 33 of Horlacher will go to the main event. Here comes your winner. Take it away, Steve.
Brady Bell, the mattress outlet powerhouse sponsor, number 54 of Brady Bell, takes home his first victory, his first heat race victory of 1997. Coming home in second is Scott Pruitt. And in third, Jammin' Jerry Horlacher. He had an overheating problem earlier, Mike. I guess they got that solved.
Yes, he did. Looking real good. I tell you what, the number 5 VIN of Ray Nolan almost popped turn 4 wall. He got squirreled up and headed right straight to you race fans and got it turned around. Also, happy 14th birthday to Rebecca Burrell. Lights out, we're going green. Mary George high out of turn 2. Your leader up front, though, is the number 97 cars. He's spanking some booty, George Benavidez.
Benavidez, I finally mastered his last name, is your leader. Pest Masters is his sponsor, and trouble in turn 4.
Tom Manzella picked up the rear quarter panel. Mary George and a loop-de-doo 180. She gets it back and fired up.
She drives like a girl. No, I'm just kidding. Mary George doing a great job. And a battle in turn 3 between Selvage and Roger Remy. The 2 and the 22 are side by side coming out of turn 4.
Jason Selvage, sponsored by J&S Auto Parts out of Taft, California, battling for a transfer position, trying to get on the high side of the number
2, exit, back straight away. Remy having some trouble. Whoa, gets her right in and back onto the raceway.
Holy mackerel. Then you pick up the number 80 of Randy French, Twin Electric, the Trap sponsored car. And of course, Vinny's place, the girls Janet, Debbie, and Cammie.
Can't forget about those girls, Mike. As sparks fly from the 00 of Mary George. As he has the furled white flag ready to go, David Mitchell, your leader, George Benavidez, is being tracked down by the number 17 machine of Brian Terry.
And Terry will make the pass with 1 lap to go. And here comes Jason Selvage.
George Benavidez held that lead for quite some time. However, with the 1 lap remaining, loses it. But check it out, we've got a tire broke loose. As the yellow flag comes out as George Benavidez tries to move into the lead. However, we will revert back to the last lap.
So we'll come out with green, white, and checkered as the right rear axle breaks loose on Roger Remy Sr.'s car. Looking to pick up green as all the cars accelerating. We go white, green.
Brian Terry with a big jump on, whoa, and Benavidez pulls into the pits. Your leader for most of the race has pulled into the pits. Possibly some mechanical difficulty, Mike. Thanks, man.
Unbelievable. Tom Manzella pops up into a transfer position that quick, and here's your winner, Brian Terry.
Terry Brewer Construction sponsored machine takes home a victory here in the 3rd round qualifier for the hobby stocks, Mike.
Hey, we still have one more qualifier to go yet, Steve, with this here hobby division.
You betcha. Ike and 2-up chassis design. Lightning Lonnie Cox. Then we pick up the 17S, another Smotherman, Jeff Smotherman, and then Jeff Miller in the 3M as we go green here at the Bakersfield Speedway. We are racing 4th and final qualifier. I'd like to say thanks once again to Wix Filters and Pioneer Mercantile for tonight's racing action as the number 30 machine of Brandon Scott pulls out the lead. But look at Lightning Lonnie Cox and Adam Miller doing battle in turn 4 as their door handle coming down the front straight. Miller looking for the lead.
Oh boy, look how Big Daddy Lonnie Cox tried to needle dick the number 77 of Adam Miller, and he loop-de-dooped it, and he goes all the way to the back there, Steve.
Well, all coming from the back to the front, Mike. Jeff Miller is in 2nd position right now.
And he was our last main event winner out here at the Bakersfield Speedway for the hobby division. And oh boy, look out, here comes Jumpin' Jimmy Didi, the number 66 car.
New rear clip on that 66 Oldsmobile. Look at Miller into turn 3. Tries the low side on Adam Miller. The 2 Millers doing battle and taking over the lead. Jeff Miller. It's a 4-car battle right now, Mikey.
And you got Jeff Smotherman working on high side out of turn 2. The orange number 17S knocking on the door, trying to move up. That is Steve Smotherman's cousin, and he looks for a transfer position as he goes into the 3rd round.
You know, Bakersfield Speedway is the place to find family entertainment, not only off the track, but on, as a bunch of families race out here at the Bakersfield Speedway. As Jeff Miller runs away with the lead right now, about a 7-car lead advantage. Jumpin' Jimmy Didi into turn 3 on the high side, trying to make a move for 2nd position. Adam Miller says, no way, Jose.
No way, Buckwheat. And Jeff Smotherman sitting there waiting for somebody to make a mistake so he can move into the main event. But Jeff Miller with a good 15-car length advantage over Didi, and then Miller, and Miller. Jeff Miller, your winner.
Jumpin' Jimmy Didi comes home in 2nd, and securing that last qualifying position is the number 77 of Adam Miller.
Oh boy, I tell you what, Didi, with a lot of work on that rear section, had put it together. It made a late entrance into the pits tonight, and he is prime time. A complete rear clip just being completed about 6:15 tonight. IMCA modified.
Awesome. And then we pick up the number 86. Hey, you know what? This is kind of an unusual name for Bakersfield Speedway. Sponsored by Delco Gunite and Pulls by Ike, and the number 86 IMCA, the Rocket Man, Scotty Pounds.
We go green. Oh boy, look at Doug Thompson quickly sticks it deep into turn 1, off turn 2, your leader, followed by Steve Clinkenbeard, and here comes Smother. Look at him! Oh, Charles Paul turns reverse 180. Oh boy, I tell you what, a reverse 180 for Charles Paul, first time ever in IMCA modified.
You know, hey, it may be a little tricky for the guy, but he's a great modified street driver. I'm gonna pick him, ice cold Bud Light on it. Right here, it says it on paper, it must be true. Look at the helmet, look at the race suit. That number 86 is Scott Pounds of Rocket Man, currently in 6th position, but wait, baby, he's going to the front. The number 4, Doug Thompson, is looking very, very smooth tonight. As Thompson opens up about a 2 or 3 car length advantage over the rest of the field. Nothing but real estate in front of him. Wow, he is hooked up, man. Good luck for Doug Thompson, finally. For Doug Thompson. Nice guy, great car. Doug Thompson is your leader as they slice and dice right behind him. But he's running away with this thing as they try to sort it out as Pounds moves into 3rd place right behind Updike. Updike is in 2nd, and your leader is Doug Thompson as the yellow flag flies. Charles Paul once again parks that IMCA modified in the apex of turns 1 and 2. Charles Paul, hey, he's doing a great job out there. First time in an IMCA modified. He's in 3rd place.
And already moving up.
As we go green here at the Bakersfield Speedway, flames come out of the 86 Cox Brothers Special that Scotty Pounds is piloting this evening. And Pounds is on the rear bumper of Alan Updike and looking to go to the front, Michael.
Unbelievable. Here comes Smotherman underneath of Clinkenbeard, and Smotherman up to 4th.
Smotherman, a hard charger out here every weekend, traveling through the front straightaway. Whoa!
Oh boy, Updike and Thompson loop it in the main chute. And how did everybody avoid that, Steve? Unbelievable.
Lynn Dinah split those 2 cars. Oh my goodness, like they were a big cedar log. Man, she just went right between them. Couldn't go anywhere. Decided just to hammer down and go right between them. But you know what? Your new leader,
the Rocket Man,
Scott Pounds.
Pounds, your leader, with green flag flying.
A Budweiser and some respect on the line for this heat race, Michael. As Kevin Nichols is running.
Nichols.
Heavy contact in turn 1. And Smotherman gets collected as well.
I tell you what, Nichols just rammy-damned the side of Scott Pounds' 86 car. And Kevin Nichols comes up park. He unfortunately collected my pick, the 16 car of Steve Smotherman, but Smotherman hits pretty lightly. I would say maybe a bent Nerf bar at the worst.
And just a little love.
And that's unburnt alcohol coming out of the exhaust header. No big deal there. Scott Pounds.
Budweiser to me. Thank you. That was my pick.
You're one up on me, Steve. Well, I made a clean sweep on you last week, and you're already coming back.
Good deal. And then the 66R of Chuck Saxton. Okay, 6 dwarf cars as the lights are out. We're going to run 8 laps here for these dwarf cars. The 49 of Brock gets a great start, however. Look out for the 75 of Stansberry. Stansberry down low down the back straightaway as they're side by side into turn 3. Stansberry takes a look. The outside is where the traction is, but no way is the number 49 of Ron Bach going to get around Stansberry. Look out. It's a great battle for the lead right now. Back in 3rd is the number 30 car of Larry Abrams. And in 4th, we pick up the 56 car of Richard Brakeman. This is the senior division, no doubt. Man, these guys are screaming. Are these guys dwarfs? I don't think their mufflers are dwarfs. Man, oh man. They are getting it on here at the Bakersfield Speedway. The 75 car of Ray Stansberry is your leader with 3 laps down and 5 laps to go. Trouble on the front straightaway. The 56 of Richard Bregman, who was running in 4th, spins his dwarf car out as the white flag flies with 5 laps down and now 1 lap to go. Okay, your leader is the 75 machine, and winner now, 75, Ray Stansberry. Coming home in second. It's a battle right now. Trying down low. At the line, it's number 30, Larry Abrams. Then we pick up the 58 machine of Kim Lippert. And rounding out our field is the 66 of Chuck Saxton. Okay, well, I guess we're only going to run 6 lap heat races here for these midgets.
Right out there running this qualifier just a bit, Steve. Back to you.
As we go green here at the Bakersfield Speedway, thank you, race doctor Mike Mosier in the pits giving updates. The leader right now is the number 38 of Steve Denham. Then we pick up Bill Neese, Gary Condit, Alan Lee, and Mike Sweeney are the racers. In second position is Bill Neese. Great battle for the lead going on right now between the number 38 of Steve Denham and the number 72 of Bill Neese. Into turn 3 and 4 they go. Whoa! Has to check up, and that allows Neese to take over the lead. A beautifully painted number 38 of Steve Denham moves into second position. In third position is the number 14 of Mike Sweeney. Whoa, way up high goes Dunham, allowing number 14 of Sweeney to move right onto his rear bumper. Man, I can hardly see these guys. They're so small out there. Dwarf cars they are indeed, as the white flag is going to fly. 5 laps down, 1 lap to go. The number 55 machine of Gary Condit, and your winner is the number 72 of Bill Neese. Coming home in second position is the 38 of Steve Denham. In third is going to be the 14 of Mike Sweeney. Then we pick up the 55 of Gary Condit, and then the 54 of Alan Lee, rounding out our second round senior division heat race for the dwarf cars. Okay, these guys are going to run 2 divisions here tonight. Roger Terra outside of row number 1, then the 43 of Mike Broom, Brian Saxton in the 63, and Bill Andrews in the number 3 car round out our field. Okay, the number 4 car Roger Tino, he's a hometown boy here at Bakersfield Speedway. Roger Tino from Bakersfield, California is your leader. The number 63 of Brian Sexton is in second position. Saxton, he is in second place in points. And check out the number 43 machine. Come on down, Mike Broom moving into third. Now making a challenge for second place is Broom as they're side by side going into turns 1 and 2. He gets a little squirrely in the apex of turns 1 and 2, but they're side by side down the back straight. Broom moves into second. He's second in points right now, and I believe the guy he just passed is Brian Saxton is in second. Broom is a hometown boy from Bakersfield, California. He drifts a little high, cuts him off out of turn 4. Broom in second. Then we pick up the 63 of Brian Sexton in third, and the 77 of Jay Willer. And their winner is going to be the number 4. Roger Tino coming home as the victor in the Pro Division first round qualifier. Heat number 3 for the Dwarf cars. Number 4, Roger Tino. Let's give him a hand, ladies and gentlemen. Bakersfield boy doing pretty good right there. Number 3, and rounding our field for this 4th and final round qualifier is Rob Hansen. And we are racing here at the Bakersfield Speedway. The 19-year-old point leader, Morheiser, is your leader. In second is the number 57 of Tom Stansberry. Then we pick up the 71 machine of Rob Hansen, who started on the outside of row number 3. That's the last position, and he's moved up wonderfully. Then the number 8 of Angel Figueroa in 4th. And I'm thinking that this number 44 car is kind of like an economy ends of America hotel room at 12 o'clock on Sunday afternoon. He has checked out, baby. Let me tell you, Morheiser has got this track dialed in as the white flag flies here. These California Dwarf cars running these 1200cc motorcycle motors, putting on a great show for you. And a battle for the finish for second place as the 71 car coming from the last starting position. Number 71, Rob Hansen, comes home in second, taking away the second place position from Tom Stansberry, who comes home in third. Your point leader, the number 44, 19-year-old Jason Morheiser, is your winner. Angel Figueroa, third place in points, coming home in fourth. Great race, ladies and gentlemen, right there between the 71 and the 57 cars. Wow, these Dwarf cars put on a great show. In the gentleman's pocket, who takes home the victory here. I believe we're going to go 6 laps. Should be lightning fast, so if you blink, you may miss this deal. Look out, lights are out. Hood trying to get a jump. Scotty Pound says, no way. A little bit of rubbing going on. Rubbing is racing, don't forget. Pounds into turn 1. Looking good. Everybody hard on the binders. Ryan Cole's in the back of the pack. Steve Drake in third position. It's a battle between Hood and Scotty Pounds right now as they come out of turn 4. 1 lap down, the Rocket Man in the brand new GRT West race car is your leader. But whoa, Mike Hood down the back straightaway as they bunch back up. Hood looking good as he goes down low. 1 tire up on the berm. No dice. Scott Pounds finds some traction in the middle of the track. Next time by, we'll get the white flag. We're going to go 4 laps for cash. Awesome. Pulls by Ike, dash for cash. White flag flies. Dave Mitchell flings that white flag out of here. Let's see. The number 86 car, Scotty Pounds, looking good coming down the back straightaway. Battle for second, third right now between Mike Hood and Steve Drake. Brian Cole content with 4th place. I don't believe that for 1 second. A bobble by Hood. Side by side. Whoa, your winner, the Rocket Man, Scotty Pounds. Man, that was awesome. I'm loving this. You know, when I was a kid, I used to come down here to Bakersfield Speedway, and I would drool. I'm waiting for the trophy dash. And bringing this back is Pools by Ike with the Pools by Ike dash for cash. Can't thank them enough. Put out a bunch of money. Also, Memorial Day weekend, going to put out a bunch of money above and beyond the money that these late models are going to win. Right now.
There he is, folks. Let him hear it. Scott Pounds. Come on over here, Scotty. Oh, boy. First off, let me congratulate you and welcome back to the dirt racing, Scott. How you doing?
Well, you know, I'm doing great tonight. You never know where this racing career is going to take you. You know, I thought I was going to be out there on the asphalt and got a couple of real important phone calls, changed my whole driving career. And I love Lonnie Cox and Wayne Cox and the whole Cox family for giving me the opportunity to drive all their cars.
How's this GRT Westcar feel to some of yours in the past, Scotty?
Well, you know, I've won more races than this black car, so I got to say it's my favorite.
Well, here's a cool $100, by golly, compliments of Pools by Ike. How about a big hand for our trophy winner, Scott Pounds?
Thank you, Mike.
All right, there you go, ladies and gentlemen.
Las Vegas, Nevada, Mike Montez. And I don't know about you guys, if you were here last week, the number 11 Randy Gray sponsored B&B transmission, Engel Cam sponsored machine of the number 11 Mike Collins. Then we pick up the number 30 CJ Race Car Paint, Auto Sounds of Bakersfield sponsored. Number 30 Rick Gifford. We are racing here at the Bakersfield Speedway. Contact between Dorn and Floyd going down the front straightaway. Floyd is your leader, coming out of turn number 4. Way up high goes dashing Daryl Hood. As the heat races are underway here for the late model division at the Bakersfield Speedway. And check out Greg Floyd. Oh man, he had the lead. Almost loops it in turns 3 and 4 back onto the track. Bruce Dorn is in second position. Buck Cox in third. And charging hard is Collins down the back straightaway, moving into fourth. Collins knows this third mile clay oval as he passes Buck Cox now for third position. Can he do it? Yes, he does. And another he dispenses with hard into the back straightaway wall goes Bruce Dorn. Ouch! Bruce Dorn from Hollywood, California. That's a Pounds Motorsports prepared car. I'll tell you what I saw. Making a hard charge was the number 11. The last 2 weeks in a row won our feature. Mike Collins from Terabella was making a pass on Dorn. Dorn gets a little squirrely, maybe something happens there. Just catches Collins in the rear quarter panel there and sends himself straight up into the wall hard. Yellow flag as far as he was concerned. Doesn't lose a lap. Gets to go in and make whatever repairs he needs and still on the lead lap however he needs to start at the back of the pack. Kern Security Services, thank you for the 1997 race sponsorship out here in the crowd tonight. Say hi to Bill DeVilla for me. We're going racing here at the Bakersfield Speedway. Greg Voigt is your leader. Hard charger. Mike Collins is on his tail. 3 laps down, 3 laps to go. Check out Mike Collins down the back straightaway trying to get a fender on Greg Voigt. Greg Voigt going into turn 3, your leader. Don't know how long that's going to last. A little bit of contact in the apex of turns 3 and 4. And something has happened to the head-head Dodge Special of dashing Daryl Hood. He's headed a look at turn 3. Collins trying to make a move as the white flag flies. 1 lap to go if Mike Hood wants to take home a victory in the heat race. Here comes Mike Montez making it a 3-car battle down the back straightaway. They are door-handled, the door-handled.
Stop one when you're ready. I'll give you.
Your winner is going to be Greg Floyd, taking home a heat race victory. Then we pick up Mike Collins in second position, and then Mike Montez in third. Hey, you know what? Rounding out our field is your point leader out of Bakersfield, California, in the 32C machine. Sponsored by Post and Post. Cram McCall and Cox Brothers. Driver Chad Rickenback. And a bad start, says Dave Mitchell. I think the number 13, the Bakersfield, California. And lights are out as Ellenberger parks his 13 Craig and Auto Park Special in the infield. Randall Davis will lead him out of turn 4. Here we go. We are racing here at the Bakersfield Speedway. Beltran on the outside trying to make a move in the lead and does as Randall Davis falls back into third. Rickenback all the way from the last starting position moves into fourth after half a lap is completed. Looking to reel in the leaders is Rickenback in that 32C. Whoa, a little contact between him and Davis, maybe a little love tap using that iron horn they call a bumper on these late models. And Rickenback in the 32C, Economy ends, Big A Auto Parts sponsored, points leader of Chad Rickenback in third position, looking to move up even further. Whoa, big contact in the apex of turns 3 and 4. Somebody slammed on the binders hard, and Rickenback gets into the back of the 6L of Larry Blake. Look out, trouble in turn 2 between the stick man, Tim Fisher, and Randall Davis. And all of this action going on behind your leader, the number 7 car of Dave Bird, the Birdman. And we've got a car parked just at the exit of turn 4, which brings out the yellow flag as Rickenback tries to move into second, but we'll revert to your last lap, which is going to put Bird into the lead, Larry Blake in second, Chad Rickenback in third, and Vance Beltran in fourth. Right now on the third mile clay oval, we're going to have Rickenback as your leader in third position, is your points leader, that is. He's in third. Right in front of him is Larry Blake in the 6L. He's in 20th. In the 7X of Dave Bird from Los Gatos. And they're all pulling in the pits as we get the yellow as well as the checkered. So your winner is going to be Dave Bird, and coming home in second, I believe, is Larry Blake, Dwarf Race Cars and Pro Turf driver Bill Meyer. Then we pick up the number 4 machine, sponsored by Super Tint, Race Prep, as well as Industrial Radiator and Finish Line Collectibles, driver Jerry Stewart. Rounding out our field, sponsored by Tafra Jewelers, Brown and Wright Petroleum and Ingalls Machine, is driver Jeff Hilton. Is showing everybody around this third mile clay oval as Devin Crockett moves into second position. In third is the hard charging Jerry Stewart. Great battle right now for fourth position with 4 laps out. Check out down the back straightaway. Stewart trying to make a move on Crockett. Crockett with that new GRT West prepared race car holds on to second position as the white flag flies with 5 laps down. 1 lap to go. Your leader, Dana Nelson, is about to get his second heat race victory of the year. Dana Nelson, sponsored by Smith Emery, Rex Mazda, as well as East Hills Chiropractic. Your winner, Dana Nelson, coming home in second. You know, we saw this guy one time. He won the thing, won the inaugural Western Dirt Late Model Series main event. Devin Crockett coming home in second.
Pick up the green out of turn 4. Brian Reed sets the pace. Keep in mind the top 8 go to the main event. We go racing. And Frank Nolfen first into turn 1. Off turn 2, your leader, followed by Brian Reed, and then you pick up Jeff Smotherman and Mike Wood on the high side, and Randy French sticks it deep into 3. Look out, mama. French now up to 5th as he opts for that high side, looking for some of that moisture on the top groove. Nolfen, Reed, Smotherman, Wood, French, Nolan, and Childress. And on the bubble right now is the blue number 47 car of Roger Brewer. Smoke coming out the backside of his car. French locks horns with Mike Wood in the back chute out of 2. Oh boy, French got locked up with the number 13 car. And we go yellow on the racing surface. Tough break for Randy French, first time out on the track since 1982, I believe it is. RPM starts to build for the yellow number 21, and we go racing. Terry Brewer on the high side into turn 3, getting on the top of Tim Gleave. And Brewer makes the pass. Gleave still in a transfer position, now on the bubble. Carlson will have to move past Gleave to go to the main. Mothen out of turn 4, running the second groove, followed by Reed, Smotherman, Childress. Roger Brewer opens the door and Terry Brewer makes the pass. You all right? Oh boy. Mothen has found a good track around the high side in 3 and 4 and drops it down low into 2. Your leader now, the back chute, looking at lap traffic, now needles in on the underneath side of Mike Wood, the number 13 car. Wood feels a contact and raises up high to let your leader by. A 10-lap shootout. White flag this time by. Goes to your leader in the 21, Frank Mothen. Brian Reed up to second. Then you pick up the 17 car, Smotherman. Reed up high into turn 2, opens the door, and Jeff Smotherman tries to make a pass, but can't get it to stick. And the number 21 car, your winner, Frank Mothen. Brian Reed second, Jeff Smotherman third. Oh boy, Don Childress and Mike Wood will go to the main. I believe Ray Nolan also makes a transfer. Unofficial results, but Frank Mothen definitely spanked some booty in this semi. 10-lap qualifier, the first 8 go to the main event. In the 86 car, Scott Pounds. We're going green. Side by side off turn 2. Jim Dinas with a slight lead into 3. And on their bumper hard is Scott Pounds and Kevin Nichols. Pounds makes contact with the wild thing, Lynn Dinas. Jim Dinas still your leader, the number 9 car. In the number 16, Charles Paul. In the 79 car is Steve Klinkenberg. And a warning goes out to the 86 car of Pounds. Your leader now by 5 car lengths over Nichols. And here side by side with Smotherman and Lynn Dinas, the number 10 car. That's turn 3 action right now. A battle for 4th. Jim Dinas back to 3rd. And Steve Smotherman up to 4th now. Lynn Dinas back to 5th. Smotherman, a good hook off turn 2, gets underneath of Dinas, and he's up to 3rd. And Kevin Nichols starting to reel Pounds in. and Charles Paul off turn 2, looks underneath of Lynn Dinas, trying to make a muscle move into 3. 2 abreast off turn 4, and Paul makes the pass. Kevin Nichols has caught Pounds into turn 4. Nichols on the back bumper of Pounds. Oh boy, we have got a race cooking here now. Nichols goes up high, Pounds down low. Turn 2, mama. Unbelievable. Nichols has reeled Pounds in. Halfway, 10 down, 10 to go. And Nichols has locked onto Pounds' bumper. Nichols has found the way around as he makes contact with Pounds. Pounds gets loose and gathers it back up. Nichols runs that second groove. Pounds stays down low, but Nichols has picked up good RPM on that upper side. And Pounds, Nichols, Smotherman running third. Jim Dinas 4th. Charles Paul working on the inside of Jim Dinas. And Lynn Dinas falls off the pace up into turn 4. As well as Steve Smotherman, he falls off the pace turn 4. What's happening? Dinas goes off the track. All right, front flat on the 16 car. And Scott Pounds now looking at lap traffic as they exit turn 2. 15 down, 5 to go. Nichols has caught Pounds again. Pounds will come into lap traffic. It could take a very big play on this main event. Pounds now looking at the back bumper of Jim Dinas. You can smell the brakes out there. Somebody's working them hard as Pounds gets underneath the Dinas going into turn 1. 18 down, 2 to go. One more time around for Pounds. And Nichols with the lap traffic right behind, in between. And Nichols makes a move. Nichols gets up to second, but is it too little, too late? And your winner, Scott Pounds. Nichols second. Oh boy, he does it. Pounds comes back on the dirt and takes the IMCA modified main event. All right. So Pounds back on the track and takes this main event. Kevin Nichols with a good race. We're going to go down to the winner's circle right now with my partner out there, Steve Hughes and Scott Pounds. Steve, take it away. Yeah, take it away, Steve.
All righty, ladies and gentlemen, here he is, the Rocket Man. First time in this car right here. Doesn't matter. You know, he won that trophy dash, the Pools by Ike Dash for Cash, and he said his racing career was making a change. I don't see anything changing, Scotty Pounds. What do you think of this track tonight?
Well, it's a little bit rough and ruddy, you know, especially with these modifieds, with these small tires and bouncing around. But I guess all these years in these cars and these modifieds pays off. I'm able to get them around the track with these rough tracks.
Do you think you can make it a hat trick tonight? Maybe win 3 in a row? The heat rate, or the Pools by Ike Dash for Cash, the IMCA modified main event, as well as the late model feature. How do your chances look in that late model feature?
Well, I got a very fast car. You know, we got to have a little bit of luck on our side. You know, we got a rough track and we got a lot of fast cars, but, you know, I'm going to go in there swinging.
Well, let me tell you, sometimes it's good to be lucky and it's good to be fast. Well, this guy's both. The Rocket Man, winner of the IMCA Modified Feature, Scott Pounds.
Thank you, guys. Thanks, fans.
You may want to take this with you.
Backshoot a ton in the number 19 late model. What's the damages? We twisted the front flip around a little bit. I'm sorry to hear that. We're going green right now as the number 63 car jumps up into the lead. Oh, boys, he's spanking some booty. Now 40. I tell you what, Tino, a hard charger now, takes the lead. Number 43, Mike Bloom, a Bakersfield driver, running second. Stansbury running third, and a battle for fourth. Oh, side by side into turn one for fourth. The red number 44 car, Jason Moorheiser. Exactly right. The number 71 of Rob Hansen battling for second underneath the Broom, and he makes the pass. Was Chuck Saxton going down a lap to Roger Tino, but a battle underneath the Tino with the number 71 of Hansen. Hansen sticks it underneath. Tino goes up high, and Hansen makes the pass up to number one.
We got a new leader. The number 71 of Rob Hansen takes over the lead as he now tries to slice through lap traffic with surgical precision and does. Passes that number 54 machine. And Alan Lee.
And the number 43 car of Mike Bloom now battling Roger Tino. Turn two action, and Bloom is on a rampage as he closes ground on Tino.
The track has definitely come to Bloom in the 43, trying the inside out of turn four. But the number 4 of Tino says, no way, Jose. I'm trying to hang on to second, but check it out. The number 57 is making the pass into third now.
Oh, Stansbury with a muscle move up to third.
Stansbury's obviously found some traction up high. Near the wall goes Stansbury, coming to us out of Tehachapi, California, and he's trying to reel in the number 4 of Roger Tino.
Meanwhile, your leader with a wreck at the apex of 3 and 4. That's the number 77 of Jay Weller.
And 2 more cars are involved down there as we're staying green here at the Bakersfield Speedway so far. The 72 machine of Bill Neese. And one more Dwarf, that'd be the number 3 of Bill Andrews.
And we stay green. Oh boy, what a battle in the turn 2 right now.
Whoa, back straight away, car number 38, Steve Denham spins his Dwarf, and he becomes parked underneath the banner of tonight's sponsor, Pioneer Mercantile. All right.
How do you race fans like the Dwarf cars? 2, baby, right here. Lights out, we're looking to go green. Can Rob Hansen hang on for the next 8 laps? Roger Tino right on his backside. And Stansbury looking to move up. Oh, a pass by Bloom. Stansbury goes up on a high side once again. Builds a good RPM off turn 2. Can he make it hook?
Here he comes out of turn 4. Using that high side, number 57, Tom Stansbury. 2 distinct lines here tonight, Mike, in this Dwarf car division. And we've got a great battle in the back of the pack. Some contact going on. 1,200 pounds can't do a whole lot of damage. However, when you're doing about 60, it hurts when you get hit. Your leader is going to run into some lap traffic right now. All righty. to go, nothing, absolutely nothing has changed up front. Your leader is still the 71 car of Rob Hansen.
Given to the number 71 car, Hansen. One more lap to go. Hansen into turn 3. Out of turn 4. And Hansen takes the win, followed by Roger Tino. Stansbury third.
I believe the number 44 was next in line, Mike, if I'm not mistaken.
And that was the Pro Division 19-year-old points leader coming in. And 2 cars loop it over there. Mike Sweeney with another one locked up horns in turn 4. The number 77 car, Jay Weller and Sweeney lock up. But what a marvelous win for the number 71 car, Rob Hansen. Representing Pioneer Mercantile, Debbie, we're going to give her the green flag, get it and go.
Debbie doing a great job over there for Pioneer Mercantile. This will be her first race she's ever started, I believe.
I tell you what, adrenaline really pumps just being that close to the racetrack. And she's out there with the green flag. She's going to set these 30-lap future late models off. Everybody on your feet, let's go racing! Pioneer Mercantile start and Stewart first into turn 1 off turn 2, your leader. Oh, Mike Hood makes contact with Townsend. Bumpers locked in the back chute. Steve Drake dragged into it. Oh, look out down the back chute. Mike Hood, Jeff Hilton lock horns. Oh, we go right back on a quick yellow as the number 1 car of Mike Hood had locked in the rear bumper of the black 86 of Scott Pounds. They got locked up, and all of a sudden down out of turn 2 comes Mike Hood and Jeff Hilton, and they got locked up with each other.
And these guys are going to battle for every inch of real estate they can get, and sometimes there's just not enough.
Exactly right. As our starter, Dave Mitchell, up in a birdcage indicates a complete restart. That is the
Saturday Night Thunder, Bakersfield Speedway, the family attraction where you'll find the action.
Where the action is the attraction.
And we are going to roll racing here at the Bakersfield Speedway. Jerry Stewart with another excellent start. Pulls about a car length and a half ahead on Mike Montez. Montez a little bit of trouble going down turn 2, but Rickenback side by side into turn 3, Michael.
The quality in special, Chad Rickenback makes a nice move up to second. And look out, the number 11 car, Mike Collins, and the number 1 of Mike Hood lock horns. Hilton off the pace out of turn 2.
Probably just out there trying to get points, I would imagine, Mike, until he has to pull off into the pits. But check it out, hard charger, Mike Collins, trying to make it 3 in a row, moves into 3rd position. 2 laps down, 28 to go.
Cole takes a look in underneath of Mikey Montez. Cole up to 4th now. Running 3rd is the number 11 of Collins. Rickenbach running 2nd as he catches Jerry Stewart off turn 4. And they're 1 car length between each other.
The cream rises to the top, Mikey, as we have some of the best drivers in dirt racing today right up there up front. Rickenbach tries to make a move out of turn 4 on the inside of Stewart and does a little contact coming out of the front straight, and he's up on the berm. Whoa, serious driving going on up front, Michael.
Awesome motor in that 32 car. Stewart tried to close the door on him, and there was no room. That's where they made contact. Stewart gets loose out of 4, opens the door, and Ryan Cole sticks his nose up.
And the cone goes flying down the front straightaway as Devin Crockett picks it up and puts it down in the entrance to turn Montez, Michael. He may shut her down and pull it into the pits, and he does.
Montez loses the motor, waving furiously for everybody behind him to see that he's going out as Pounds and Drake make contact out of turn 4.
Your leader's just about ready to encounter some lap traffic as Rickenbach is just flying around this third mile clay oval, Mike. They're awesome. Week in and week out, these guys put on an awesome show here at the Bakersfield Speedway.
Cole takes a look underneath of Mike Collins off turn 4. Cole gets his corner panel underneath of Collins, and Cole jumps up high in the second group, gets the RPM bill, tries to come back down underneath and can't find the hole.
Well, let me tell you, Cole has his work cut out for him, as Mike Collins knows this track like the back of his hand. He can make his car as wide as he wants to, and he knows all the tricks and intricacies of this third mile clay oval. As Rickenbach, your leader, goes low on Larry Blake, trying to dispense with that lap vehicle, as now the top three bunch up, and it's a three-car battle for the lead. Rickenbach, Collins, and Cole.
And the number 30 car, Rick Gifford, falls off the pace and goes off the track. But your leader, the number 32 Chad Rickenbach, current points leader by 4 points, leading the second place man. No, leading the number 11 car, Mike Collins, who is in 4th in points. Then third on the track, the number 98 Ryan Cole, running 4th, who is second in the points chase.
Check out the battle in turn 2, Mike. 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th between Mike Hood, Scotty Pounds, and Steve Drake. Also get into the mix is the number 7 of Dave Bird, the Birdman. Some great racing all over the track tonight. Hey, that's a couple of GRT cars out there battling in turns 3 and 4 now, Michael.
The leader now to turn 2, looking at lap traffic as he looks at the back bumper of Vance Beltran and the number 13 of Jay Ellenberger with sparks coming out his left rear.
Drake and Pounds are doing battle like two gladiators out there on this clay as Drake makes the pass. And we bring out no, it's the blue and yellow courtesy flag being flown. Sorry about that, Mike.
A little move over flag. Your leader off turn 2 right now. Reichenbach trying to get underneath of Vance Beltran out of Gilroy, California. And Beltran opens the door for Reichenbach, but can he make the move? 2 cars in front of him about to go a lap down. Cars are hitting up at a top speed right now as they enter into the corners, around 87 miles per hour on the clock.
Well, let me tell you, it's as if Beltran were leading the race because Rickenbach is having a terrible time getting around him, and now he finally does. Collins right on Rickenbach's rear bumper. Here comes Ryan Cole down the back straightaway, trying the inside for second. Contact is made between the 11 and 98.
3 are passed off turn 4. Oh, boy. Ellenberger hits the wall, sets the sparks are flying. Your leader is still the 32C of Chad Rickenbach, followed by Mike Collins, the black number 11, and the number 98 of Ryan Cole.
Oh, big contact in turn 1. Pounds and Nelson right in front of the leader. Oh, Cole tags Scotty Pounds' car.
Ryan Cole hit Pounds as hard as Pounds came up lame in the turn 1 action after tying up with the orange 02 of Dana Nelson out of Downey.
And we would ask everyone to please, for your own safety, please back away from the fence area. For your own safety, please back away from the fence area behind the yellow rope, please. Thank you. Pounds took a hard lick there.
Big time. He had his door wide open to that oncoming traffic, Steve. Of course, Scott Pounds, your 1995 track champion. And boy, did he take a hit in the front side as quickly the rescue squad over there helping Pounds come out of his car. And word is Scott Pounds is okay.
As well as Dana Nelson. He's out of the car, apparently okay also. Wow. There's more stuff to give away, so don't leave as Rickenbach hammers down on the accelerator pedal, and we are racing with 22 laps down and 8 laps to go.
Ryan Cole tries to make a pass as debris falls into turn 1 off the number 1 car, Mike Hood. Ryan Cole working on the 3rd place in points man, the number 17 of Greg Voigt.
And slides that late model into turn 3. Looking good. 22 laps down, 8 laps to go.
Boy, look at the number 11 wide on the back bumper, Chad Rickenbach.
Into turn 3, Vance Beltran and Jay Ellenberger battling for a position. 3 abreast, they make contact. Stewart gets in the mix.
Oh, look at it, pass out of turn 2. Collins got underneath Rickenbach, but Rickenbach closed the door and he got up on the inside berm and upset the chassis.
And it's a great battle here on Saturday night at the Bakersfield Speedway. Rickenbach trying to hold on for dear life.
We started with 20. We've got 9 cars remaining.
Whoa, battling out of turn 4. Drake and Stewart. Whoa, Stewart gets a little loose in the apex of turns 1 and 2, but gathers it back up down the back straightaway.
Here comes the leader off turn 4. Chad Rickenbach, followed by the number 11 of Mike Collins out of Tarabella. Oh, Rickenbach hangs his tail section out wide, and Collins had a shot at him, but put the brake on to save the 2 cars from disaster. Now Collins' car seems to be having problems with the track condition.
Early on, these cars were hooked up, doing battle. They could drive anywhere. The track's gone away 27 laps later, and these guys are really having to use their driving skill out there, Mike, to keep these cars going straight.
Drake battling the number 6 of Vance Beltran. Drake out of San Luis Obispo, Beltran out of Gilroy, California. And Drake side by side, Beltran into turn 3. White flag action coming out. And Collins on the back bumper of Chad Rickenbach.
If Collins is going to do it with that Charlie Griggs motor, he better do it now down the back straightaway. Rickenbach still in the lead, trying to get a fender on him is Collins. No dice. Rickenbach makes that call extremely wide, getting the double checker flag. Your points leader and feature winner, Chad Rickenbach in a 32C car. Rickenbach's number 32C late model, sponsored by Post and Post. That's Big A Auto Parts in Ridgecrest. Cram McCall.
Thank you very much, Steve. What do you think, race fans? We had an awesome late model show or what? Oh boy. Climbing out his car right now, unhooking all the good stuff. You look at these wheelie bars back here. We thought earlier that it possibly was a fuel cell coming loose, but in fact it isn't. It's just part of the rear Nerf bar holding up this suspension. Nice drive. Chad's checking out going, geez, look at this bumper is just barely hanging on. Chad, come up here, my man. I tell you what, a marvelous main event for you. First, let me present you with the winner's plaque. A great job. I tell you what, on that green flag drop, you just checked out and went to the front.
Well, I tell you what, the car worked really great at the beginning. I knew it would be good. At this track, it just takes a little bit of luck. And it got a little squirrely there at the end, but I was able to hang on.
Looked like the track got a little rougher, probably the roughest that it's been all year. Did you do anything different to set it up for those ruts here tonight?
Yeah, we stiffened up the shocks, and at the shocks, you really got to stabilize the car. We stiffened up the shocks, and it's still a bear to handle.
Well, I tell you what, that Economy Inn Big A Auto Parts car never looked back. You had a lot of competition banging on the rear side, but you were the class act here tonight. You pick up 80 points in your victory here tonight. You were 4 points, I believe, ahead of Ryan Cole, who entered into the pits for a second time and never came back.
Yeah, that's great. You know, it's a long season, and Ryan's tough. I mean, all these guys, this is the best competition that I've seen ever since I've been racing. It's just tough.
There you go. He won that tough competition. Big hand for Chad Rickenbach. Nice drive, Chad. Don't you dare go away, because we still have another main event here to come. It's a 20-lap feature with Crash and Burn, ever popular hobby stock division. Steve, back to you. The next car, the 04 car, the yellow and white 04s. Chad Henry lights out. We're looking for the green.
66, Jumpin' Jimmy Didi. 33 of Jerry Hornacker, and the 76P of Scott Pruitt.
And we go green.
Billy with a little bobble allows Jumpin' Jimmy Didi to get down low on him.
Jeffrey Miller jumps up high into turn 3, makes it 3 abreast down the back chute. Brady Bell,
down the back straightaway. It just spun out. Oh, hard hit by Big Cole. Yellow flag is out.
A tire broke loose on the track and airborne. Somebody went up in the air. You could see air underneath the entire car. And the number 22 car, Jason Selvage, and the 46, Big Daddy Don Chillis, whacked each other hard in the back chute, right below the Pioneer Mercantile Rick's filter sign.
We are going racing, hobby stock main event. Lloyd Clower.
Brady Bell leads him into turn 3, followed by Clower. And look out, Brian Terry picks inside berm, makes contact with Clower.
That Porterville phone book sponsor number 12 of Lloyd Clower is looking good tonight here at the Bakersfield Speedway. We pick up Terry in third, then Henry in fourth, and jumping Jimmy Dede with that new rear end in that Oldsmobile. And there's trouble. Horlacker loops it in the apex of turns 3 and 4. We stay green here at the Bakersfield Speedway. Great battle right now with third. Chad Henry going up on the high side. Brian Terry down low, down the back straight away they go. No change up front as Brady Bell is still your leader. Whoa, Scotty Pruitt in the apex of turns 3 and 4 gets up into the infield. No harm, no foul. We're staying green.
Lloyd Clower all over the back bumper. Brady Bell. Bell got loose out of turn 2. And a big nudge by Chad Henry in the rear quarter panel of Lloyd Clower. And Henry takes Terry into the pits.
Right rear flat on Brian Terry's machine. Terry Medford Concrete Construction sponsored number 17, and we've got a spin. And and a tire loose off of Henry's car, and he blocks it himself and avoids that tire from going into the race. I believe it's Tom Manzella with the lost tire, Mike.
Exactly right, as Jeff Smotherman and another axle breaks on Terry. Terry Brewer gets his left rear axle broke loose when he made contact with 76P of Scotty Pruitt.
And a right rear flat on number 04 of Chad Henry. He'll try to limp that car to the pits as Clower makes a big contact as Carlson tags him in the rear bumper. We've got a car spun out the apex of turns 1 and 2. Frank Molthen gets it refired and ready to go. Adam Miller slowing down the back straightaway. Whoa, Clower up! Almost into the wall, saves it, however.
What a marvelous drive as he's quickly on the binders, got it straightened up. The number 54 car, your leader, goes into turn 1, drops underneath the number 21 of Frank Molthen. Molthen opens the door for your leader.
Brady Bell from Bakersfield. Bell looking good with 8 laps down and 12 laps to go. Bell running an excellent race right now, but look who's on his tail. That thing looks like a crash 'em up car from a Happy Days episode I once saw. That number 66 of Jumpin' Jimmy Dede. It's got that performance machine power plant in it. And the all-female pit crew, and Dede is looking to go to the front.
The yellow number 21 of Frank Molthen about to go a lap down, but giving the leader right now a run for his money.
Definitely still racing, even though he is almost a lap down and doing a great job as Brady Bell tries the high side, fakes him high. Now looks low as Herrick kisses the wall as sparks fly off of his hobby stock.
Your leader now off turn 4.
Molthen in the 21 just trying to stay out of his way as Brady Bell goes down low, but hey, Molthen's found some traction up there about mid-track, Michael.
As the number 3 of Jeffrey Miller goes quickly into the pits. Brady Bell jumps up high into turn 4, trying to find a way around Frank Molthen. Molthen showing some good muscle here, but just almost a full lap behind, and he makes bumper contact with Randy French. And here comes jumping Jimmy Dede. Dede looking to make a pass, lap traffic in front, he threads the needle, comes up second.
How did he get through there? I have no idea. He was flying that thing with radar, obviously. A clean pass. Now that's good racing, Mike. Good, clean racing.
Great drive, running the high groove. He dropped down low out of 4, found a hole and stuck his nose in it. And Jim Dede gets a black flag. Dede with a left front flat tire.
But still running up there with the leaders, man. I'll tell you, this guy's been through a lot today. Put a whole new rear clip on that thing. Almost to the lead. Catches a flat tire. Bad deal for jumping Jimmy Dede. Who's black flag once again.
what happens, there are 2 black flags and the scorers quit counting him. So he opts to stay out, but he won't be counted. The number 15 of Brian Reed now up to second.
Smoking Brady Bell as he enters turn 1 is having to deal with Adam Miller in the number 77 car. You know, Mike, for jumping Jimmy Dede, it's 6 of one, half dozen of another. If he goes in the pits, the race is going to be over in just a few laps anyway. So might as well just stay on out with the course. Of course, as I say that, he heads into the pits. 2 laps to go from my count, Mike.
A wheel breaks off the right front of Roger Herrick and lands up into the wall, turn 4.
Who's in second position? Is that Henry in second in the 04 as the white flag flies? As he battles through some lap traffic.
And a right rear flat on Scotty Pruitt as your leader enters into turn 4. Off turn 5, your winner, Brady Bell.
You did 1, 2.
Alrighty, Brady Bell collects his first victory of the 1997 Budweiser Gold Cup Point Series Championship. Okay, I'm going to turn Mike down. It's not the first time you've been turned down by a good-looking man. Okay. Hey, I just want to say thanks a ton to all the fans out there. Appreciate you guys coming out, and I hope to see you next weekend where we're going to have the Skull Bandit Sprint Car Series out here at the Bakersfield Speedway. The Winged Warriors.
Steve, the 54 car, Brady Bell comes in going, oh! And I tell you what, a fine victory indeed as he unbuckles himself, pulling himself out of the car. There he is, ladies and gentlemen. Let him hear it. Brady Bell. First main event for 1997. In the Baja Tire Powerhouse Special, Brady Bell, I'll tell you what, that yellow monster was flying, looking really good. A little smoke started coming out your section. Were you getting a little warm?
Yeah.
Motor a little warm coming out, but I still had a lot of power. A lot of guys losing tires here tonight. But what was your secret to success here?
Showing up.
Showing up. Well, you showed up and you were ready. Let me present you with the Budweiser Gold Cup Series plaque for winning this main event. First one in 1997. What comes next?
Just modified street, hopefully.
So you're looking possibly in 1998 to go modified street.
Yeah. Yep.
And you're going to carry up the same sponsors into the 98 season?
Yeah, I'd like to take the time to thank the Powerhouse and Baja Tire and Mattress Outlet. They've been a big help this year.
All right, tell you what, we got California Raceway video up there catching all this on tape. You'll be able to see Jeff and pick up one of those tapes. And congratulations, everybody. Big hand for Brady Bell. Brady, nice job. All right, that wraps up another program here at the Bakersfield Speedway. On behalf of Johnny Peters, Doug and Sandy Baton, California Raceway video, your host here, Mike Mosher, Race Stock, along with my partner, Steve Hughes. Invite y'all back tomorrow for the 3 Bentley Brothers shows coming out here. First one at 12, and then Monday again we have one at 5 and one at 8 p.m. Till next week, we say good night to y'all. Take care of me. God bless each and every one of you. Good night, all. And remember, I love racing.